This morning is it's a special morning because we are honored to be joined by the legendary Bill Worrell. And Bill, let me ask you to come forward. And let me go down. Okay. Look, I'm honored this morning to have with us Bill Worrell. I mean, you're talking about an iconic personality. He's a native Houstonian. Well, we're both native Houstonians.
Yes, we are.
I think we probably represent less than 20% of the people that live in the city.
Correct.
But not only a native Houstonian, but a proud Cougar. And so as a Cougar, just proud to be standing next to another Cougar. But this is someone who has made his mark, and I won't say just in the city of Houston, but you've made your mark across the board, certainly in the sports area. You have simply just been iconic. And then from being a reporter, starting out, I think at KPRC,
Yeah.
Channel 2, starting there on the sidelines with the Houston Oilers, Astros for 20 years, and then has been the voice of the Houston Rockets for 40 years. It just doesn't get any better than that. Been recognized, awarded, received many awards over your lifetime. And so it's quite fitting. We wanted you to be here this morning here at City Council to acknowledge your contribution that you have made to this city and even beyond. So let me do this. Let me read this. As the preeminent television play-by-play broadcaster for the Houston Rockets, Bill Worrell's voice has become synonymous with Houston Rockets basketball to several generations of Houston sports fans. A Houston native, he began his television career in 1970, shortly after graduating from the University of Houston. From 1974 to 1980, he served as the sports director for KPRC Channel 2. He was one of the original employees for Home Sports Entertainment, Houston's first cable channel, which launched in January of 1983. And he was a sideline reporter for the Houston Oilers. Bill also served as an analyst for Houston Astros telecasts from 1985 to 2005, 20 years. Throughout his esteemed sports broadcasting career, Bill Worrell covered and reported numerous national sporting events, including the Super Bowl, the Kentucky Derby, Indianapolis 500, Major League baseball playoffs, and the NCAA basketball tournament. His work has garnered countless well-deserved awards. He is a 6-time recipient of the Best Sportcast Award given by the United Press International, and he won the Lone Star Emmy Award for Best Play-by-Play Announcer in Texas. His alma mater honored him as a distinguished alumnus in 2015 and inducted him into the University of Houston Athletic Hall of Honor the following year. On January 7th, 2022, Bill Worrell will be honored during a halftime of the Rockets game against the Dallas Mavericks for his outstanding dedication to the Houston Rockets over the last 40 years. The city of Houston joins the Houston Rockets in recognizing Bill Worrell's outstanding career as a well-respected and legendary broadcaster and extends best wishes for a long and happy retirement. And let me just say, Bill, you've gotten all of those awards, all of those accolades. What this proclamation doesn't also include is the contributions that you've made to the community as well. So your life contribution goes beyond the athletic arena. And with all of those other awards that you receive, no other person or entity can do the following. So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor, City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim January 7th, 2022 as Bill Worrell Day in the City of Houston. Congratulations for a lifetime of achievement.
See, Jack. Oh, Jack's out there. You want to get up here and talk about anything else?
Well,
He's always.
Jack Christie used to play. So,
Jack Prinsky used to play a little bit. Thank you so much. You put all the good things in there and none of the bad. But it has been being a native Houstonian and watching this city grow over the years has made me proud to be a Houstonian. You know, I've been fortunate enough to travel around the world with the Houston Rockets and with the NBA, and went to China with Yao and Japan, and it's always good to get back to Houston because I don't think you realize, a lot of Houstonians don't realize this as much as people outside the city of Houston, but this city is held in great esteem all over the world, especially in China and Japan, because those people understand that Houston, with its port, with its vibrant economy that it had for so many years, and it's up and down as always. But what this city does is it holds out a promise to people that if you come here and work hard, you will be successful. I would like to also say to the City Council and to you, Mayor, in times of trouble, when we've had floods and hurricanes and all of those problems that beset us being in this part of the country, the job you have done has been spectacular. And I think you, as Mayor of Houston, of course, I voted for you because you got to vote for Cougar, right? No, but I think you've done a wonderful job.
Thanks.
In working with the City Council to make this city one of the great destination cities in the nation. And I'm so proud of the City of Houston and what it's done for me.
thank you so very much. And Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Worrell. And we have a number of council members that would like to address you. First, we'll start off with Council Member Michael Kubash.
Thank you, Bill. I went to a lot of those Astro games, and I certainly appreciate all the commentary, the things that you would say, and you brought a real joy to us watching those, as well as the Rockets whenever we won those championships, how huge that was. I don't know if people here realize that your father was a dentist for all of these teams, players, and how he introduced the use of the mouthpiece in professional sports here in Houston, which I think is phenomenal. That was a great thing that he did to help our players, and I don't think anybody plays without a mouthpiece today. No, so thank you, and thank you, Mayor, for recognizing him today.
And Mr. Worrell, I will try and do my best impersonation for our next speaker. So starting at forward, 6'6" out of Houston, Texas for Morehouse, Councilmember Ed Pollard, who did play basketball for Morehouse.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Still
Mayor
can't
Pro
beat me, though.
Mayor, thank you for bringing this proclamation forward. Bill, as a young boy who's also a Houstonian growing up here in the city, who loved to play basketball and watch basketball, I would hear your voice every week that would turn into the games. And not only did you do a great job with the play-by-play, but you actually taught the game. And there were so many people who understood the game by viewing the game based on how you would explain what was going on. So it was an enjoyable experience. I felt like when I saw you sitting there, I was like, man, that's a face that I've seen week after week. It feels like my whole life. So I want to thank you for your accomplishments. Congrats on your success and all the contributions you've given to the city. God bless you.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha Castex-Tatum.
Thank you. Bill, as a former athlete, the commentators know how to set the stage for a game. I remember when I played in college, and then they call out the lineup, and that is just how you get hyped up to get ready for the sports activities. So the work that you do is important. It really sets the tone for the games, and it really is a great opportunity to learn the game and to build great relations in sports. And so the work that you do is important. We appreciate all that you have done for the sports arena, and I'm so happy that we get to give you your flowers and tell you thank you for making sure that all of the sports events that you have commentated, we say thank you. So thank you for everything that you've done for sports in the city of Houston. We appreciate you and wish you the very best as you continue to make Houston a great place to live and enjoy.
Joining us virtually, Councilmember Carolyn Evans Shabazz.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. And I certainly want to join in the accolades of my colleagues and just saying how you were such a wonderful presence. I'm the daughter of a basketball coach, and so I know how important it is to have great commentators. And, people such as you and Ralph Cooper and all of those have just really, really made Houston a sports city. And so I did notice that you used my word destination. So just want you to be very careful. City is a destination city, but I am the council member for the district of destination. So let's just be very clear. And just to tell you that you just look wonderful, and I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed year and years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Ralph Cooper, one of my heroes too, when I grew into the sports. Ralph over at KCOH was always a voice we listened to, and was still a great friend.
Yes, thank you.
And Mr. Worrell, before we turn it over to the mayor for the last words, the sign of a great play-by-play gentleman or gentlelady is one who gives you the ability through their words to actually see the action in your own mind and envision what's happening on the court. And growing up being a basketball fan, like Councilmember Pollard talked about, I really enjoyed the way you described the game. My other favorite was a gentleman that you probably worked with, Hot Rod Hundley, who did the same type of thing, some of the words that he would use. And I look at what good play-by-play folks do in this business is they give you the ability to see the game differently, even though you're not watching it. So thank you for that. God bless you during your retirement. I don't think you'll be retired, and I'll call on the Houston Sports Authority, where I sat on the board, to induct you in the Houston Sports Hall of Fame, because that's a place where you should be. So thank you. Mayor, I'll give you the last words.
Yeah, let me just say, number one, that this is a special day, for the city of Houston. Because, Bill, you represent the best of this city, the soul of this city. I mean, to be a Houstonian, to go to one of Houston's finest institutions, U of H, in this city, to be on the sidelines of the Astros and the Oilers, and then to be with the Houston Rockets for 40 years. I mean, you really demonstrate your commitment and dedication to the city. And that's not even talking about the boys and girls that you have touched, inspired, encouraged. So this is just a special day for us to acknowledge your contribution and to say thank you. Because you've been the gift that just keeps on giving. And so we really appreciate that. Who did you bring? Who's with you this morning?
Well, we have a lot of the Rockets front office with us. Raise your hand. Yeah. And is that Kevin behind the mask? Kevin Urchenfelder, AT&T Sportsnet. And Kevin's been around just about as long as I have. So he's got the seniority now. And so it's good to have all of them. Good to see Jack back here again, because we used to talk basketball all the time. Just a wonderful day.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take this picture first, and then I'm going to invite your support team to come.